Looks like something went wrong there, folks. Looks like something went wrong there, folks. I don't quite know what happened, but I'm back online and I'm live again. It says... I really don't know what happened there. Something went wrong. I just put out... These things happen. These things happen. Yeah, something went wrong. Something went wrong, and I lost everything. So I do apologise for that. Hi, Miss Sheik. Sorry, I have no idea what happened. It could be that my computer is a touch screen, which means I might have accidentally hit the end stream button without realising. That's something I've got to learn about having a touch screen computer. It's obviously much more sensitive than I imagined. So I'm just having a quick CAD it up. So it'll just have to be split in two. But I was giving sort of an update on Lord of War and Heartache and where we are in the previous version of the chat. So, you know, let's put them away as well. Oh my Pokemon cards all over the floor. Oh, that's what you get for trying to be clever. That's what you get for trying to be clever. I should have just put the lid on. Oh well. Worst things happen at sea, so do excuse me. Yeah, I think it's the heat. I've been having internet problems. But yeah, I was saying in my previous stream about Lord of War and Heartache and the projects I've got going on. You know, Blood Harvest Ball and the Caravan and all that. Those are the two I'm focusing on quite a bit at the moment. Because they're the storylines I really want to get going. He says trying to pick up his. Oh, that was DuckDuckGo, thankfully. Sage, hello. I'm so sorry. I'm picking up Pokemon cards at the moment. I've just knocked them all over the floor, and yes, it's a bit embarrassing. I'm not going to leave. I'm not going to leave them till I've finished the. Until the end, because they are a slip hazard. I don't want to slip over and break my neck. There we go. That's all of them. Ah. I may be 38 years old, nearly 39, but I still have the ability to be a complete and utter klutz. So yeah, yeah. So this is the second half of the live stream because for some reason, I think, as I said before, my new laptop is a touch screen, and I may have touched the end screen button by mistake without realising. So, it's. So we looked at the Pokemon cards, we looked at the Dragon Ball Z cards. I've already had a giggle, but I'm sure Amanda will try and set me off again. Anyway, what if I should put out? Oh, it doesn't matter. Yeah, so I've got my storylines going, the vampire one and the caravan as well, and I've done a big change. I've done a big change because it's I've had to get a new laptop. The laptop I was using up till recently basically died. The bit that allows it to connect the internet stopped working entirely, and the computer just kept freezing. So I thought, no, brand new laptop is needed. And of course, most of them now are touchscreen, so it just makes it that little bit more interesting. But yeah, it's fantastic. It's Windows 11. It's 4K high definition, so I can watch ASMR in super high. I know ASMR Glow has done some 4K content, so I will definitely be watching that on my laptop. It's one of these OLED systems, so it's definitely yeah. I mean, and as you may noticed, the background is not. It's not a filter. The background behind me is not a filter. This is my new background light. My new background light. I got it for Christmas, and it is. I've got different filters for it as well. Different filters. I can have red filter, green filter. At the moment, I've got like the pearlescent. Oh, and of course, when they're that young, they are really inquisitive. That is true. But it's allowed me to start editing at a much quicker pace. I can do better audio, and yeah, I got it for. I wonder if I can bring it around to. There we go. That's the. It's got like a plastic filter. Hang on, I'll turn it off for a sec. So it's got like a. You can see the sort of pearlescent blue filter. It's LED, so, and it's USB as well. So and it really creates. And I've got different filters for it. You just unscrew that bit there, and I mean, it's LED, but it's quite hot. It is quite warm. I thought LEDs weren't supposed to get that hot, but it's not burning my hand. But you can see how much of a difference it makes in the light quality. I mean, you know, that's standard light. That's with the background. So, and it almost does make it look. I mean, I can't have it shining on my face because it's far too bright. But it but yeah, I got it. I got it for Christmas, and I'm hoping it'll make green screen work much better as well. It'll be better lighting for green screen work as well, if I position it in just the right place. Because I hope to do some more green screen work. I'd like to bring Maximus alive again. I'd like to have him on camera again. I haven't worked out how I'm going to do that. I might do that for the Blood Harvest Ball. So he might be, because it's me anyway in costume, so might be. But there's something. There's some. I've made a few changes to how I run things like collaborations and things like that. I kind of stopped doing scripts unless people actually ask for them. What I do now is I've created what I call improvisation guides, which basically have all the background and the keywords and the things for characters to talk about, rather than actually, so you can do your own character, and you can choose whether or not to include certain keywords, certain phrases. I think it will make sort of collaboration much easier, because if people want scripts, they will ask for them, and I think these improvisation guides will give a greater scope of creativity. I really do think they will. On the vampire project, we've got ASMR Rosea, Amanda, who else? Eloa ASMR, Miss Dylown ASMR, is also portraying a vampire and creating her own content. And on the other side, the caravan, I've got Amanda, myself, Angel Wings VA, and a couple of other ASMR artists, including Miss Chic ASMR, who's joined the project recently. So I'm very happy to have you aboard, Miss Chic. Thank you very much for approaching me to inquire about that. Because as you know, I don't like approaching people. I feel very uncomfortable about. I honestly prefer people to contact me. It puts the ball in their court, and then it's in their hands rather than in my hands. I feel much more comfortable doing it that way, which is why I always say, contact me, ask me questions, raise concerns. That's the way it should be. I mean, I'm recruiting. That's what's that emoji? I don't recognise that emoji. Oh, never mind. Luna, hello, lovely to see you here. I should have given one of these to you as well, Sage. I do apologise. Everyone who comes in gets one of these now. Yeah, I mean we've got Vampire Nobility, Crimson Guard, which are the Palace Guard, and we also have characters called Slave Servants, who could be of any race or and their basis of them is they're looking to rebel against the vampires. They're sick and tired of being treated badly by the vampires, and they're looking to. Yeah, well, there's a whole list of roles available. A whole list of roles. You know, if you want to just send me a message on Twitter, we can always talk about that. You know, because yeah, I'm doing good. I'm very hot though. It's absolutely boiling here in Britain. We're in the middle of a heat wave. I know, Rosea, you being in Australia, you've actually asked if I can send some your way, and I have tried. I have tried to send some of this heat your way, because obviously Australia's in the middle of winter. But it's so warm that I just haven't been wanting to do anything really. I mean, obviously, I've still got a number of chapters of the Blood Harvest Ball prequel to record, and I've got a few other um, bits and pieces to record as well for projects. Oh, travelling. Oh, very nice. Going anywhere? Going anywhere nice, Sage, or just sort of vacationing? Yeah, no, it's been a bit hit and miss for me as well. I think it's 90s. That would be sort of like 30 degrees. I think we've been in at least in the high 80s. About I'm still holding my unboxing thing. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. This is why I have the background music, because at least then I've got something I can focus on to help me think. Um, but that's how hot it's been. But it's been so hot down here in the south of England that you can't think straight. It's that it's fantastic. Vegas is on my list, but not in the sense of visiting. I am big now. If you've known me for a while, and most of you have, you will know that I am a huge fan of the Fallout franchise. So that's Fallout, Fallout 2, 3, 4, New Vegas, not so much 76. But oh, very nice. Very nice indeed. You staying at a well, staying at a hotel or casino, or just sort of staying outside the city and travelling in? Sixth floor. Well, I live in a quite a sort of where I'm situated. We're in the middle. My town is like in the middle of a valley, so the heat rises obviously, but it gets trapped in the valley. So we, ugh, it gets really. I mean, I actually went and got my hair cut today because it was so bad. I needed it. Nice on the strip. Uh, Vault 21. Everything is better when you experience it in a vault. Sorry, that was supposed to be my Mr. New Vegas from Fallout. That's the reason I want to visit Las Vegas, because of Fallout New Vegas. I want to visit Washington because of Washington DC because of Fallout 3, Boston because of Fallout 4. Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of places in America I'd love to visit. You know, um, and see, not just because of video games, of course, but there's a lot of places I was told, like the Grand Canyon. Uh, Yeah, I mean, when I record, I always turn the fan off anyway. I have to have a fan on mainly for white noise. I can't sit in silence or sleep in silence. It hurts my ears. I think that's an autistic thing, to be honest. Um, it just drives me up the wall to be. Um, I've just noticed he's peeking out. Oh, let me go this way. My extra large mini Lego minifigure there that I built, and above him is my Infinity Gauntlet. Not Infinity Gauntlet, my Nano Gauntlet from the two recent acquisitions I purchased and built. Um, but yeah, it's I can't, So I'm gonna have a quick drinky poos. Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of places I want to travel to. But being out of work and with my health the way it is, it's difficult for me to ever be able to travel long distances, I think. But yeah, it might happen. You never know. I doubt it, really. I mean, let's face it. I'm close to 40 now. I mean, I turn 40 next July. I'm 39 this July, but I turn 40 next year, 2024. Yeah, 1984 to 2024. Blimey, 40 years. I don't feel 40. And a lot of people can't believe I am 39 because a lot of people think I look younger, but I've got crow's feet. I have got crow's feet, and I'm getting white hairs in my beard, so I'm definitely getting older. I definitely know I'm getting older. I mean, I look really old when I put my top hat on, which I won't do. But if any of you ever come to London, you should drop me a message because I know, I kind of know areas of London that are worth visiting, and I might work. I'll be cheaper than a tour guide because, it will just be a friend showing around friends. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm a redhead, so um, that's the thing with the redheads and fair skin. We they say we age slower, redheads, but no, that is true. That is true. Yeah, I mean, I was a childhood diagnosis as autistic, and I don't know why. I don't know why, but it is true. I mean, I've got a lot of autistic friends and ADHD friends on. Oh, Portugal, very nice. Very nice. Oh, you're slightly. Oh, so you were born the same year as my sister then? Yeah, she's 35. But yeah, 1984, baby. That's me, 1984. Be not quite ready to trade in my t-shirts and things for smoking jacket and python slippers just yet. But yeah. No, that's absolutely fine. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just very slow on the old thought train at the moment because of the heat. So, but yeah, going back to what you were saying about, what we were saying about collab. If anyone wants to contact me about anything in regards to collaboration, please, please, please do so, because I really would. There's a lot of people I'd love to collaborate with, but I don't think a lot of them follow me, so they don't always see as I said, my call outs. And the truth be told, I don't really like approaching people because it makes me uncomfortable approaching people. I feel like I'm coercing people into joining, which I don't like doing. It feels very unfair to, and you feel like you're badgering people. If you ever do come to the UK, as I said before, if you ever do come to the UK and you want to, no worries, I'm not going anywhere, Miss Chic. Hit me up, and I'd love to do a meetup. I would absolutely love to do a meetup. Because there's areas I'm very familiar with. I wouldn't be able to. I have very, very strict travel mindset, shall we say? Sorry. This heat. I am so warm. I am so warm. I feel like I honestly feel like I'm melting. It really is. That's why I'm glad I've got this desktop audio. That's true. That is true. We need to sort of. I mean, I have tried approaching people, but it's never actually panned out the way I'd hoped. Not disappointed to a degree, because the worst case is they will say no, and I respect that. But it just isn't me to say, oh, do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? I want people to come to me out of their own choice, shall we say, and it makes it kind of relieves my anxiety of talking to people and things like that. It's I mean, I asked someone, I can't remember who it was now, but I spoke to an ASMR artist about collaborating, and they said, how much are you going to pay me? And I went, I'm sorry? They went, how much are you going to pay me? And I went, and I just ended the conversation because I was shocked. I was genuinely shocked. They wanted paying to collaborate with another channel. No, thank you. You don't hear of big names when they collaborate. It's not like sponsorship or anything like that. I honestly can't remember who it was, but the fact that they actually said that to me sticks with me more than their actual feed or channel, whatever it was. You know, it really, you know, the saying goes, I was flabbergasted. My Yes, yeah, lost live stream connection. Thank you for joining. Thank you. You're very welcome. What I might do with this live stream is I might download both and stitch them together so that there's one full length live stream, and probably cut out all the bits that, you know, and do like a highlights video rather than a, you know, take out all the pauses and the things like that. But yeah, you know, I've got a lot of that is very true, Rosea. That is very, very true. It's kind of complicated because it means they're you know, to a degree they're overlooking the other talent that's out there. You know, I can understand that they've built those groups, and you know, I respect them. I will always respect them for that. Yeah, I haven't seen where Amanda went. She must still be here. I'm sure she is still here. She's just indisposed, I'm sure. But oh, thank you, Andrus. Yes, there will be much more content on the way. I have a lot more in the works planned, and you know, a lot more. Sorry, I've got an itch. Collaborations on the way. Couple of big ones. Was for Halloween and other things. Oh, hot, warm. So there's plenty. There's plenty on the way. Definitely plenty on the way. You'll definitely hear more my voice acting, and hear more of more tales and things. Like that. And as I said, if anyone watching is new to this channel and they like what they see, please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that notification bell. Your support means so much to me. You know, and a huge thank you to all 803 of my subscribers. I said that in the first half of the live stream. Due to technical errors, I had to restart. So this is the second of the 2 live streams. But yeah, I did. I created Thrang Mak Howl for that, and that was a very popular character. I am looking to do a follow-up that character as well. When that will be, I don't know. But there's a lot I want to get done. Yeah, I was. Thank you, Luna. Thank you. Yes, yeah. I've been working on. I've got more characters than that, but I didn't want to do too many all at once. General Jericho, which was day 9. His voice actually damages my throat to speak long periods. That's why he doesn't appear all the time, or if he does, it's very short bursts. But there's going to be some new characters on the way. There's some new characters on the way, and as well as some regular faces in the storylines. Maximus has kind of become a lead character, as has Volkov. It seems to be focusing more on the vampires now, which I'm not unhappy about. I'm quite happy that the vampires have taken centre stage. But at the moment, we're kind of focusing on Maximus and his caravan, basically, and his search for the crown of the Tyrant King. He's already picked up. Well, you'll have to hear the stories as they come. There's a couple of everything is tied together. You know, vampires, the caravan, the other parts as well that are on the way, Cleo and Trajan. But we're slowly getting there. We're slowly getting there. If you've seen the voice acting samples, you will see that an incredibly rare character made an appearance on day 11. They're actually all part of a compilation video which I uploaded first, and then did each section individually. Oh, that's okay, Sage. You know. But you know, as I said, if anyone is ever interested in collaborating with me, hit me up. Drop me a message on Twitter, Instagram, wherever. Because I've got a whole list of sort of characters I'm looking for. You know, not just specific ones. Some of the projects I've really branched out. So, you know, if there's one thing you're not interested in, you can. Oh, that's okay, Andrus. You're very welcome here. You know, there's hang now. Warm. It's warm. Ooh. My brain feels like it's melting out my ears, which would be interesting because I've got headphones on. But yeah, there we go. Ugh. Talking about but I would very much welcome your noble visiting the caravan. I'm looking for audience members and, you know, merchants and, you know, croupiers for gambling tents and hosts of sideshows, and, you know, not just the core characters. The core characters are key to that storyline, but the caravan storyline. But I've created a whole list of supporting characters as well, so that people who don't want to be involved as a core character can be a supporting character as well. So, you know, it is about, I want to say about 25, 26 degrees centigrade here. It is quite hot. But it's not hot, it's humid. That's the thing, it's humidity that gets But yeah, Rosé, if you want to create something, I can drop you the caravan details, and if you want to be any other. No, that's absolutely fine, Luna. Thank you so much for joining, and it's always a pleasure to have your presence at a live stream with me. You're always welcome here. You're always welcome. Sending that to you. But yeah, Brazea, if you want to drop me a message, and I can take you through everything that's going on, and we can chat on Twitter if you want to drop me a message after this live stream. You're welcome to. Yeah. Is getting close to 30. I mean, last July we actually hit. There was a few days in Britain here last July where we actually hit the low 40s. We actually hit about 41, 42 degrees. And I was on holiday with my parents. And fortunately, the property we were staying in was an old stable block. So it had really thick stone walls. And, it kept the interior of the house really cool. But on that particular day, when it got to about 42 degrees Celsius, we didn't go outside until the late evening. It was just so hot, it wasn't safe to be outside. I mean, I have to wear factor 50 because I'm fair skinned, redhead and fair skinned, so it just makes it. Summertime is my biggest enemy, absolutely my biggest enemy. Unfortunately, with the heat, I can't cover up because normally I keep my arms covered with jumpers and things. But I mean, I don't wear shorts. I don't wear shorts at all unless I really have to. But yeah, and they reckon it could get up to that sort of temperature again this year. Yeah. You can tell the heat's got to me now because I can't think. I oh boy. Oh. 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 Oh dear. Oh, if you can't laugh, what can you do? Oh boy. I may actually have to bring this Yeah, it could be the heat. I'm actually thinking I'm going to bring this to an end because I really can't think of anything else to say. But it's been an absolute thrill having everyone join me, even in the first pass. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a highlight video of this. So I'm going to take out all the parts where I've not talked or anything like that, and I'm just going to do all the highlights and the chat and things like that. And I'll upload that as well. I mean, the live streams will be available. The live streams will still be available, but I want to do a highlight video as well. That will probably be out in the next week. So I'm going to call it a night because it's gone 11 o'clock here in the UK, and I will drink a nice big glass of water. I promise you that. But as I said, if you want to message me, Rosea, after this about joining the other collab, please do, because I'll be happy to talk with you. So yeah, I'm going to end the. Yeah, I am going to end the stream because I'm hot. I'm tired. My brain isn't functioning very well now. So I would bid you all a very good night from Great Britain. And please have a fantastic rest of the day wherever you are in the world. And thank you so much for joining me. Thank you, Sage.